Last time on Lawful Stupid. Players find themselves on the Gingistry's East train heading toward Mapelli. And you hear like the shouts of some people. They are around a man. He has this large stab wound in his chest. There's a ladder that leads up into an opening. And you see one of those figures look back and then quickly goes up.
You see like a chain unravel down William's right arm. This fiery chain begins to wrap around him.
I'm just gonna have Summer appear and then go out the top.
Oh, I love that. You see toward the caboose end, two of those robed figures kind of running and jumping cars. And as Summer flies around and turns, you see about 5 miles of the track is a tunnel that the train is heading toward.
I'm going to bonus action Step of the Wind. That's 40 feet. I'm going to move 40 feet closer. What Lucian's going to do is hold him suspended in the air and just say, "Tunnel's coming."
And he looks up.
"Tunnel's coming, you give up?"
I surrender. I surrender. Train comes out on the other side. You see in front of you, about a mile out, barrels stacked on top of the track.
Oh, motherfucker.
And you see one of them, you see smoke rising from like a cigarette or something in the distance. You see this person take this cigarette and she throws it toward these barrels and it explodes, forcing the track to explode. You see this track exploded before you. What do you do?
Are we so here's a very important question. We fell into like a pseudo initiative last time where I don't believe we actually rolled initiative. Is it anybody's turn?
No.
So important to know.
Actually, everyone roll a perception check for me real quick. That's what we'll do. That's a good way to open it. I want to say that the order on this train is that someone had run up further, and I think it's William. Are you closer to the front of the train now?
William is in the car.
Okay, you said you were back in the car. Miss B has ducked down in the middle between two cars. So I believe you're closer to the front, and then...
Lucian is
she's closer to Lucian.
Lucian is at the second to last car.
Okay.
He's like, I'm at the very end, pretty much.
Too easy. So then actually the only one, and then... Surtek,
Yep.
You're still in the car as well, right?
Yeah, I think I'm in the car with William.
Perfect. So then Miss B
I rolled a
and
3,
Lucian.
so.
Give me.
I rolled a 20.
You're not able to get the curtains to move out of the way to see what's outside the window, William.
That's a dirty 20 for Miss B.
Okay.
16 for Lucian.
Okay. Everyone, and I'll say, Surtek, you look out the window like that maybe has been smashed out to see. You heard the explosion, and so now you peek your head out. Yeah, it kind of vibrates the train you're in currently, and you look out the window, and what you see in front of you is just kind of this smoldering smoke, maybe some flames because the train is mostly in your view, but you know it's not good. What you also see is a large handle that is used to change the track. You two on top, Lucian, Miss B, also explosion has happened, and you see the same thing, but what you see that Surtek does not is that this track, and so if you keep going straight, obviously that one has exploded, but it curves off to the right on an opposing track, and you too see the lever up ahead before that point that will swap the track over. It's going to be like a mile to that to swap it, and then a mile to where it actually changes.
Cool.
So I hear this explosion and I climb up top. And, I assume I see all these things?
Yes. At that point, you would see. Well, roll a perception for me just to see like kind of what you're paying attention to. Or what's your passive? I'll take
It's
a
11.
passive. Okay, I will say that you see you're focused on kind of the handle as well. You see that it is there to change the track, but you haven't yet seen kind of like there's where it's going to turn.
Can we kind of consolidate? Is that an option?
If you want to do some like in role play, like you're all kind of, because I would imagine it's like a pretty frantic.
Sure. Lucian will wave with his big spectral arm and be like, "Everybody, come over here, quick!
Run towards
Rally
the back of the
to
train.
me!"
To the back of the train?
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Hold on. William goes back down, relays that information, grabs our hostage, goes up.
he's gonna run forward to meet them, to meet in the middle. So we won't be at the very back of the train. I'm also carrying one limp body in my big
And
arm.
my guy's got manacles from before.
That's right.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so we head your direction as quickly as we can.
Yeah, just gonna run towards the middle, like climb back up and run across the tops to meet everybody up.
So the first thing I want to try to do as Lucian is this. I would like to try to grab the front of the rail cart, and I want to try to bend it up tin can style to create cover for my boys and girls that are behind it, so that if these cowboys start taking shots, they're behind like some sheet metal at least.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna do. I have an AC for it. Do roll an attack.
Can I help him?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, so advantage on that attack.
Roll advantage.
I'm a real strong boy.
Cool. And then because I have my astral arms out, I can use wisdom instead of strength.
Ooh,
for
that's
this check.
neat.
That's smart.
That's some smart arms you got there, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks, they're very smart. My arms. So what? You want an attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So. But I have advantage, right?
Yes.
Good.
First roll not
Because
good.
that was a 2. That was a 2. Second one is 16.
It hits.
Woo! Okay.
You are you still holding with one hand the other guy while you do, or you set him down?
I think I'm just kind of like very forcefully. If he's not like very spooked by now, I'm gonna very shove him to the ground.
He's kind of down and like almost trying to get away, but you quickly assess the situation. Both arms wrap around the front of this thing, and you pull for a second, and nothing happens. And then you hear the metal bending, breaking, and it pulls up like a tin can in front of you, just as you had intended.
And then I'm gonna go. Okay, so we're safe here. Miss B, you're probably the most skilled among us, right?
Most likely. What's up?
We need, if we're going to save we're all jumping off this train. That's the smart move, right? That's how we live. But there's a lever up ahead, and that lever can save the people on this train. So I can put one person in the bubble, and they can jump relatively unharmed off of this train. If I'm going to put anybody in the bubble, I think it should be Miss B, because I think that she's the one who's going to get to that lever and pull it and save all the people on this train. Miss B, what do you say?
Miss B, roll a perception check for me before you do that.
Yeah, sure. I'd also like to know how that tin can is slowing down the train.
It ain't.
I was just wondering, wind force, you know?
Sure. Very,
Not
very
against
modern. Not in a
against
way you
giant
can
train,
discern.
Heck yeah.
But if we did it to like more of
If I
the
did it to
train,
all
you
of
know?
them.
It is
Yeah.
it is careened to
24.
a halt. You did it. You solved my freaking train puzzle.
It's just unfortunately, it's a train.
Yeah, no, I feel you. As Lucian is giving these orders to you about like the plan, you happen to look out to where the train is now going to go over a drop. You can't see how far, and you notice that it too has been exploded. It is the middle of this bridge is gone.
On the
So-
correct tracks?
On the alternate track that
okay.
rolls
So,
out.
damned if you do, damned if you don't. Got it.
Okay, so both are fucked. She'll point it out to Lucian. It was like
How big?
either way, it's
Are both gaps the same size?
So the tracks, you can tell, I would give this to Miss B with that high of a roll. You can tell it's about 200 feet across, and about 50 feet of it is gone.
I can't make this train go 50 feet through the air. I can't do. I got nothing. I got.
Is the other one
nothing.
shorter, or is it just kind of like rickety?
I have
the
a
one that
20-foot
just exploded.
wingspan, but no.
If you take the one that stays on land, there's only about a 20-foot section that's exploded. If you take the bridge, there's a 50-foot section that's exploded.
So we don't want to turn it because that would turn into the 50-foot one, right?
Yes. Well, that is what would happen if you turned it.
But the one in front of us has a 20-foot gap and cowboys with guns and more explosives, maybe?
What if we break apart the train so there's only a short amount of cars so it goes faster?
I think I like where your head's at, but I think we have to get all the passengers in the back of the train, cut the back of it off so the front one just goes to the grab, and then we just... the last one, momentum is going to wear it down, and also maybe we can stop it somehow. That's our best bet, right?
All right, I'm going to give you 10 more 10 more people can talk at the end of your sentence. Like, I'm going to give you you get 10 sentences to figure this out. An action can be one of those 10 things.
Lucian sprints, and he's going to get... And if nobody else is moving, Lucian is going to sprint. I'm going to start getting people into the back car.
Yeah,
I'm going to be like, move.
assist.
What you see as you get down to the car is that this car, whichever the first one you go into, is very similar to the ones you've gone through. Where it looks like the items that everyone had are there, but no one is in this car.
Oh, fuck, that's right. It was like a ghost town when we went through here last time, huh? But there were definitely people on before, though, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, we just keep running until we see people.
Yeah, we'll go all the way to the back.
Back to the back.
Okay,
of the
I'll take
train.
one for the both of you, and as you travel through all of the trains all the way back, same thing. Stuff everywhere, toys, books, backpacks, purses, a gun or two, no people.
Then we just have to get off this train. We're the only ones.
Yep, gonna assume so. Because look, if they're like not reporting anything, just gonna run towards the back of the train.
Yeah, everybody bunch up. I'm gonna see how many of us can fit in a bubble.
Bear hug.
And
Bear
what
hug counts as well.
what I want to do is, is there like a fall off on either side now? We're not on the bridge.
Not
yet.
here. No, this is still pretty flat land you're traveling over.
I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab everybody up and just jump just directly off, like as close to the middle as I can get, but without landing on hard metal railroad spikes. And as I do that, I'm gonna activate my Brace for the Immortal on B, who is in the middle of the group, and hope that we can catch some more people in that. But if not,
question, DM. When we're jumping off this, we're jumping off of the back of this. I have abilities to shoot fire. Can I shoot that under me to try and slow my descent?
We can roleplay that out, and I will, with some rolls, we will see what goes down.
Well, I'm just asking if there's room for LOLs,
fuckery?
right? Yeah, fuckery versus just jumping off a train.
So, I think you're going to be more successful if you do it without the crew, without being with these. Obviously, if you're able to use
I would
both
not
hands
want to be in the bubble being
Sure,
shooting fire.
yeah.
The
bubble just rotates.
it pops because he doesn't attack outside of it.
You know, why didn't we get inside William's pen?
can he pull us all?
No, I can't do it at all.
Okay, so this is out of character. Yes, because you've reworked the Invoker, so you now have no Warlock levels.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
I'll take care of me. I'll let you guys jump first.
Anybody who's jumping with Lucian is jumping now.
Yeah, jumping with Lucian.
I
gonna
let them
jump.
pause for 4 or 5 seconds and jump, and I'll do my fuckery after them.
Okay. You all wrap around. Well, I say all. Surtek, Miss B, and Lucian. And as you grab around, you whisper whatever incantation, and the bubble wraps around her, and it comes to push. It tries to push you away. Can you roll a strength check for me, both of you?
I can actually roll Wisdom instead of Strength because
Do it. Go for it. And then Surtek, same thing.
This isn't like a saving, just a straight strength, yeah?
Yes.
We'll
say
an athletics check. Probably.
Do they get advantage because I'm trying to hug them both?
No.
I'm
I was
trying.
gonna say if it's a saving,
I think whoever you're facing gets advantage. If you're facing someone,
That would have been Lucian. She doesn't know Zyrtec
then he
very
would
well.
get advantage.
Your boy rolled 8.
With advantage?
Do I have advantage?
If she's facing you, I will give that she's holding you, and that's a help action for her.
Okay. Well, then I will take advantage because I rolled another 2. This time I've rolled a 2. I've rolled 3 2s tonight. Hooray for me! So that is still an 8.
Okay, Surtek.
21.
Surtek, you grab on to like a waist and lock your arms as this bubble pulls you away, and you're able to maintain, and the bubble seems to push you and then just poof, and encompasses you as well. As you begin to fly off, Miss B is holding tightly to Lucian's hand as it pushes, but as they land, the bubble hits the ground and tosses him away. And you will take...
Hey, we didn't level up last game, did we?
We did not.
Okay. Because I get slow fall next level, but that's fine.
20 damage. As you hit the ground and you roll away from the crew. William, how do you jump off? What's your action as you jump off the back of this train?
Well, just wrap up the chain around my arm and then just run forward and just leap like I'm doing a long jump. And I have an elemental burst that's called Fire Bloom. It's just a short range like fire blast. My plan is to just pop off 1 or 2 of those potentially to try and slow my descent and then roll as I hit the ground.
I think what you do is you do that. You run arms out and you jump forward, but as you're about to land, you pop 1 off to slow you a little bit as you slow as you're continuing to go back that way. And then you turn and pop at the opposite direction to kind of counteract, and you're able to slow that descent considerably. You'll still take some damage, but you'll only take 10 damage as you hit the ground and roll. You guys land, and the bubble, I don't know if it pops, Miss B, you get to choose that at any time. So if you kind of like reach out and touch it or whatever you want to do, it will deactivate with you.
She'll deactivate it as soon as they've stopped rolling around in the bubble, and then just kind of like push Zyrtec off because she doesn't know him.
Because gross.
Not like that. Not like that.
Gross.
To me, Miss B pulling on a pair of gloves. Like, what?
One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. Yeah, so they're fine. Zyrtec and Miss B are fine. Lucian seems to be not doing great.
He's doing fine.
Doing fine. It wasn't the way he intended it, but he looks around and sees that everyone's okay. And William, I imagine, is cleaning himself up. I don't know. I don't know if you...
Yeah. I mean, his whole fucking clothes are dirty, and the top half of him is burnt and singed, so not ideal.
Lucian is going to sit down, crisscross applesauce, and place his hands together and start praying. Doing a little prayer action.
As you say your prayer, you all look back and you see that it reaches that destination. And as it hits, it seems to like jump a little bit and kind of ride the ground. It kind of careens to the side, and that the engine flips. And as a result, it makes them all begin to flip and turn and cascade and bump into one another. The engine explodes at some distance. And the train finally comes to a halt. And you see out the very last car, the one you had run through, there seems to be a lot of gold on the ground. and a few other cases, and that ark that those strangers, the guys in the purple robes, carried out with you.
Now, is that close to us, or is that way in the distance?
It's about a mile in the distance now. You can kind of see where it kind of you could see that exploded and those things fell out of it.
Yeah, but that's really also close to those.
Yes. And just kind of paint you a picture of the landscape. After you came out of the mountain pass, you're just like in a flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just as far as you can see, unless you go to that area where the bridge is. But even after you go over that, flat again.
I approach the others because I'm a distance from them. I imagine some distance. Taking off like my vest and my fucking tattered clothes and just having like a ruined button up. There was a lot of gold that I saw pop off the back of that train, which isn't important, but I don't hate either. And we have to go through that pass to get to where we were going.
And through those cowboys as well.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite part. They ruined a perfectly good suit. So I'm going to kill them all. Takers? Like...
Lucian is gonna... He's little, I think, particles of light, like you see like dust through a sunbeam, or like gathering around him. He goes, I need about 9 minutes, and then I'm with you.
And the two purple figures, are they still with you? I didn't roll anything for them. I didn't know if you had pulled them with you. I can roll now to see.
Oh, absolutely. I brought my guy. I guess, to be fair, I threw my guy off first.
You like land on
and
him
then jumped.
and use him as like a springboard.
I super didn't
he's
do
all
that, but I
singed and
definitely
shit.
just tossed him over as gently as possible.
I guess I still have my guy too. Did he live?
Let me roll
With
a
the
strength
guy with
check for him.
wings?
Actually, he was able to hang
At
on
least singed wing.
and be inside the bubble when it burst.
Oh shit.
So he is all right as well. So you get up, and are you heading toward the train? All you can see now is that there's smoke everywhere. It's almost even hard to see anything that the smoke is. It's at the very front of this where the wreck occurred.
Zyrtec, I'm not familiar with who you are as a person. How strong are you? Like, physically, can you carry things?
Yes.
Great. Lucian, jump up on this guy's back. You've got a 9 minutes rest as we walk our asses over and kill those cowboys. Sound great?
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm casting Prayer of Healing. It takes 10 minutes.
Love it.
Cool.
I'm into it.
I just scoop up Lucian and I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. Is it threshold carry or is it piggyback?
I think that. How big are you, Zyrtec?
I'm like 6 foot.
Like 6 foot. I think Lucian's got like his legs wrapped around you, like locked in. He's got you in like a body triangle, like underneath your shoulders, and he's just like perched up on back there. There's just like light coalescing around him. Like, we're gonna get some good healing off this, boys. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Nova's about to give us some real sweat heals.
So good heals.
And
You.
what
Oh, go ahead,
about
Ms. Miller.
those two?
Oh, William's wrapping his dude in manacles. He's wrapping his chain around his ankles and just gonna drag him as they walk.
If you guys are promised to be really cool, I'll let you get some of these heals.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
If they promise to be good, they're gonna get heals.
As you walk as you guys walk toward this explosion, you see from this wall of smoke walks 6 individuals. The first is the cowgirl that you notice that she shot at the barrel. She's wearing a black hat, black leathers. She's got the dual belts on, and she's got two guns, 6 shooters, one on each side. And as she walks out, to her right and left are 2 others, then to their right and left are others, and then there is one more on the right side of her that you see. You see one is the first one behind her to her right is a brown furbolg, little cream-colored freckle spots and long curly pastel pink hair in her head. She has a tail. She wears a teal tunic with white trim. She has a wooden staff, and it has all kinds of things you see hanging from it. 2 blue feathers tied around the crook. You see on the other side, on the left, a half-elf druid. Messy, curly brown hair with tribal tattoos all across his body, face. He has a hand scythe, but he also has a whip of braided vines that's dragging the ground. You see on the right,
fucking cool.
Behind the Furbolg is a Warforged. His body seems to be made of dull black wood and shiny brass plating. He has on his back a blunderbuss, and he has a one-handed warhammer in his right hand. Back on the left side, you would see there is... I didn't put the race. Black hair and black beard. We're going to say this is a dwarf. Black hair, black beard. The beard is incredibly well kept and maintained. The hair is so wild that no amount of effort would ever get it under control. He's wearing a black cloak. He's a hexblade warlock, would tell you, and uses a mace as his weapon. And the last one, Neko, I'm trying to get this right.
Mace.
On the back right would be similar to the cowgirl, but it's a cowboy, but wearing a red hat instead of a black hat. It looks half elven with fair skin, pale silver eyes, somewhat messy braided hair, white. And she has two white dual wields white scimitars. So these characters come strolling through the smoke, and they stop about 200 yards from you.
So 600 feet for those who use D&D 5e feet mechanic.
This is 6e though, bud. Don't be bringing that 5e crap up in here.
Okay.
And they stop.
I keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, leader says, y'all gonna have to drop the excess baggage. And she kind of points a pistol up to, points with the pistol to the two people in the purple robes.
Hard. Okay. Pointing at a body on the ground. You're real tough.
Yeah, well, we only came for one thing. We don't want any trouble. She's kind of yelling this across as you guys walk closer.
We're fucking shouting. It's 600 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can't you...
Not that far. That's
And also, it might be a warlock thing now.
No, that's a Kalistar thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see.
I still got that. I continue walking forward, dragging this body. Don't worry, wasn't carrying it in the first place.
She kind of pops her neck, and she turns around to talk to these figures.
He starts popping his neck, stretching, pulling.
You can't see what they're doing, or you can't hear what they're saying. Excuse me. And then she kind of puts her hand over her shoulder where the gun's facing you, and she pops a shot, and she shoots the guy that Shane has right in the head, kills him. And then she kind of spins it and puts it in her holster.
Lucian is going to stop casting a spell, and he is going to vault off of Surtur's shoulder directly towards those motherfuckers. Full blast.
I'm right behind him. I release the dude. I'm not dragging a body while running.
So she sees you coming, shakes her head, and she makes this hand gesture over to...
Sure hate to kill these specialty characters, but I said it before the episode.
Don't blow up trains I'm on.
To the cowboy with the red hat.
Don't kill people.
The cowboy with the red hat, and she, the cowboy does some hand gestures and spreads like this blue wall, and then spreads it back, and it puts a cube around them. It's like this faint blue cube, and she just kind of sits.
Dimensions.
And she just stands in it, and she's waiting for you to arrive.
Dimensions.
Oh,
all 6 of them are in it?
Yeah, we'll say 30 foot by 30 foot cube, that kind of thing. 30 by 30, 30.
So it's a giant fucking cube.
It's very big.
I'd like to say that Miss B is still walking. However, she went over and picked up the guy that was being dragged by the manacles and starts dragging him herself.
Yes!
But
she's just gonna walk.
Miss B.
But this cowboy, the cowgirl's the monster. How dare she?
To be fair, she did blow up a giant train.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's just waiting.
They just wait. Well, this is how I greet her. Lucian runs up to this cube and just starts wailing on it. I mean, I just start punching it. I'm just like banging both of my giant astral fists on the fucking cube.
Yeah, I think as you do that, this character, this cowboy with the red hat, kind of like goes wide-eyed and has to like put their hands up to this block, this light blue shield that's around them, and then almost like at ease, and then holds it.
Oh, I join in, and
You
my
think I'm
chain is a
alone,
magical
motherfucker?
weapon. I almost just start whipping that shit out of that. And I do bludgeoning that is magical for the sake of
my fists
overcoming resistance.
also are magical for the sake of overcoming resistance and do force damage.
Surtek, can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure. $16.
Okay, yeah, nothing happens there. As you're beating on it, a crack begins to kind of form just ever so lightly in the front of this thing, and
I think that I think I just renews my vigor. I'm like, oh yeah.
the cowgirl front says, "We ain't here to fight you, darling."
That's a shame. Why'd you kill that guy?
That's our whole thing. It's our mission. There's something on this train we need, and I didn't expect y'all to get on top of the train, or we would have got everybody out.
We were inside it. Even better.
No, you weren't inside whenever we got rid of her. I must have missed you. Everybody else got off the train.
We were bad at magic. Continues to wail on the prism.
Yeah. Date 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Me and Will break the door. Everybody else.
I was gonna say I point at the cowboy in red and I cast Crown of Madness.
Hooray!
My man!
Remember?
What do I have to do?
Yeah, I do.
The Crown of Madness is a real good one.
It's a
I also didn't know how it worked and didn't use it right when I used it many moons ago, but it's a good spell.
And I trusted you.
It's a wisdom save.
Well, we were all new to 5e.
Let me.
That's true.
I'm still new to 5e.
Yeah, you're master of 6.
Pull this up. So you can see the range of wisdom saving throw. Okay, it's a crit, my dude. But I want to read it because
Crit fail is what he meant to say. Crit fail.
Crit fail.
Well, you meant to say that he has a wisdom save with disadvantage. Because Miss B is a poor wizard and he rolled a 1.
Because this thing. No, and she says,
Miss B is secretly really good. Got him.
Cowgirl says, "Listen, I don't want to go through this. There's more of us than there is you. I just want to get what's on this thing and call it a day. Everybody else is safe on that thing. We didn't do nothing wrong except take those bad guys out."
You took those bad guys out.
Yep, and I'd do it again.
I'd like to think Miss B has come strolling up with this one guy in manacles, just walking calmly as she is. I'm pretty sure we took them out.
Well, and thank you.
But to be fair, we didn't kill them either.
Well, there was 4, and I've only had to kill 1, and I only see 1. If I'm doing quick math, real quick math, blah, blah, blah.
Remember that train you exploded? Yeah, they're on that thing.
No, they were. We saw 1 go over the side. I don't know, Mr. Inky Arms over here took care of that. Why? There's at least 1, and I only see 1 other.
How's this door holding up to my continued assault?
Our continued assault?
I'd say...
you're having a conversation.
What I'm going to say is you see the half-elf druid set down a backpack and begin to set up a series of what looks to be like dynamite items quickly. And he's putting this gadget on it, and he's cranking it up.
He is he?
And she
I'd
says...
love to die together.
She says, Zebra, no need. I think we can talk them down if, and then she looks back to you, if they'll be civilized.
How long has it been since this whole kerfuffle started, would you say?
3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Since like the first stuff went down on the train?
Since the train first exploded, is that what you want? Like when the explosion occurred?
I mean, when the fight first started.
With the purple
I cast
fight,
astral. How long has it been since
people.
I used my astral arms ability?
About 30 minutes.
Well, it has a 10-minute time.
Whoa.
So,
I did not feel that we had 30 minutes past at all. My bust.
yeah. So that's. I have more than one use of it, so I could keep using. But I think what makes the most sense thematically in this moment is for them to wear off. And because it's been 30 minutes, so I obviously don't have them anymore. And I think that as these astral arms fade and Lucian just is continuing to punch the wall with his stupid, weak human hands, which are like bleeding and not good, he just kind of like falls to his knees for a second and like leans back and just is breathing, just catching his breath.
Here's what I want to do. I think as it fades away, your hand punches through and it's bloodied and scarred. And the furbowl catches it. And she heals it.
I still just fall back and breathe out. Yeah, give me some
heal up for 6.
I'll take it. I need them.
And
I had a big fall.
And I don't know if you look at her, if anyone looks at her, then she just puts her hands together and she bows and steps back. And the cowboy says, or cowgirl says, well, I guess what happens next is up to y'all. You made it through.
Could you give us at least one reason why we should believe you rather than continuing on thinking you are bandits after anything here?
Well, we are bandits, but maybe for better reasons than you think. And the only reason I could get you to believe me is across from you, behind you, we'd have to go through you. And you're just not the people we want to kill, so we're hoping that talk could be something that we do.
Well, best start talking, because my best talker is trying to beat down your door. She looks at William.
And she looks to Lucian.
Lucian is like sobbing quietly in the grass. Yeah, he's just like flipped out. Yeah, he's dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Like, it's occurred to him now that he's not in I have big strong arms mode anymore, that he could have just cast Spare the Dying on that guy who got fucking headshot. Like, yeah, he's having a bad time over here.
And she goes, I'm assuming it's not him, so I'm gonna tip my hat to you. And your name is? She looks to William.
William continues to wail on this barrier, and if it's already cracked, I'm expecting it to come down.
I made a hole.
So there's a hole. So if you're kind of capitalizing on it, then it's just shooting in through that. Roll a.
I was wondering when this thing like falls apart.
It hasn't. So it's not falling apart. What you gain from this as you break through is that it's just like glass. It's like the whole thing is not going to shatter, but now there's an opening is beginning to form on the front end. So he had gotten a fist through.
That's fine. I'm just wailing into it. And what did she say? I'm that angry about this fucking motherfuckers. I you know what? I don't care. I didn't hear it, so William didn't hear it. And I have so many problems with what you've done. You destroyed my suit. You destroyed my clothes. You destroyed the train we were on. All of those people were missing, presumably dead. And you killed a guy.
And what you will see is that she says, Silver, show them. And so inside this bubble, the people kind of move out of the way, and Silver, this dwarf with the black hair and black beard, sort of like imaginary, paints a big square, like much larger than he is, starts at the top and brings it down, and he waves his hand in the front of it, and you see this bustling city with like people who are like sitting on their butts as if they've just been tossed here. And she says, you see all those people?
A rhetorical question, I feel.
Yeah, well, I just want... Those are the people who are on the train. We've got them safely to another city. And so then she reaches in through this thing and pulls a person through, and he's like, what's going on? And she says, Sir, calm down for a moment. Just tell me so my friend's here. And as you continue to wail, perhaps looking at Miss B and instead Surtek, tell them where you just were. I was on the train with my son. my son, and he turns around and he sees his son and he runs back through. And she says, Silver, I think that's enough. And so then you see him just clap his hands and that thing disappears.
All right, I'll stop. I'll coil up the chain and be like, what do you want then?
We just need something in that caboose and we'll be on our way.
Yeah. What do you want?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Wrong answer. It's weird. I don't stand up well to this whole piece of shit thing you've got going on. Downright murderous banditry. Again, you ruined my fucking suit. None of those sit well with me.
The word you're looking for is villain.
No, I said that. I said piece of shit, Lucian.
Yeah.
So, what is on this caboose that you need so desperately?
Well, I think you said that you didn't know us. Well, we don't really know you, so I don't feel like I owe you anything.
Well, you sure don't, but if you don't want it to come to, somebody dying.
And they all laugh.
Good.
I'm gonna top up with Cure Wounds real quick.
I look to Zyrtec. Do you know anything about anything?
I'll be honest, no. I have no idea who these guys are. Sounds like they kidnapped some people on a train.
Mm-hmm.
And I was only after the dudes in the purple.
Yeah, so were we. So, wait, you know the dudes in purple, as you call them.
I just saw a contract. It just said, guys in purple, get those guys. Cash money.
Oh, man, this is good. All right, well, we're what you'd call the backup plan. So, we too are on that contract. Oh, man, this is rich.
Oh, you're too late.
And she says, Neko, drop that thing. And so Neko does. Neko drops the entire cube. It's just not there anymore. And she says, what's your name? And she's looking at Bounty Hunter. What's your name, Bounty Hunter?
Zyrtec, what's yours?
Zyrtec, I'm Freya. Nice to meet you. So, who hired you?
Was in the town, Bounty, in the tavern, paper. Took the job.
Huh. You come from Prim too?
No. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Chainsaw.
Hey, real quick, who pulled the trigger and how close are they to me? Now that this cube's down.
It was Freya, and she's probably 10
It was the
10 feet.
black-haired. It was the leader, which we now know her name is Freya, out of character. Or did she say it to us?
She said, "Oh yeah, you heard it. That's Freya."
Yeah.
Jesus. No. You assume I heard it.
Dwayne's in a blind fire of rage.
and one last punch as it came down, he just like rolls into the punch. He's punching so hard.
No, I stopped punching, but still. I stopped punching before she dropped the barrier.
I think Lucian probably gets up and like dusts himself off, puts his blindfold back on. Actually, I'll leave it off. This is a good situation. I can't be restored my key points right now. And I probably just put himself at an angle between Freya and Miss B. So that Freya does not have a line of shot on Miss B at this point.
She says, well, we can do this here. I imagine there will be, some other folks who kind of figure out where their train is. And they'll find it. They'll find it here. Neko. And so Neko stands out of the way. But then also there's like the figure as Zebra, the half-elf druid, kind of puts his hand onto her shoulder. As she begins to, or he begins, because Neko is currently a he in this, begins to like wave this giant storm up, and it spins and spins and spins different colors, and then brings it down onto the train, and spins some more onto there and lifts it back up, and the train is now standing upright. The tracks are fixed. And then she waves her hand to the other side where the tracks are broken over the bridge, and you see like this wave disappear and the tracks are fine.
let's start with some answers. Who are these purple guys?
Well, why don't you ask your friend here, Surtek? I'm sure he knows.
I trust him more than I trust you, so perhaps you can give me the answer and he can confirm it.
Well, anyone who's been to Taggart a time or two knows these fellas to be the King's Foot. And they basically do the running around, meandering, the low-level criminal activity. As you see here. And so that train car has, the stuff that fell out of it is still kind of laying on the ground. She says, if you'll allow me, I can show you what we're after.
William shrugs.
And she takes a step forward as if to ask almost, are you going to let me through or are you going to stand in the way?
Lucian's going to keep maneuvering his body so that she does not have line of sight on this beat.
Yeah, B is just going to start walking towards the Hall of Treasures.
And as you guys let her...
There's a Hall of Treasures?
Yeah. It's a hall, like Haul.
It's a hall.
Oh.
Yeah. Hall. Yeah.
Hall.
Very clever.
I love it. She walks by and says,
look at this good hall.
Well, the King's been moving some things to Prim. It's almost like he's staging some things for, a war of sorts. And so it's our job to take on whatever it might be. We've got spies all over Taggart. There's some pretty bad guys to be dealing with right now. And so they're kind of our main priority. And so we're here we got some intel. I got a contract on an item that he had shipping through. We're just pretty sure it's on this train. And they begin to walk toward the back of the caboose.
Lucian's gonna head actually and kind of put himself in front of them, just no, you don't get whatever it is that you want. You don't get to have it. You killed a man today, so that means whatever your job was, and whoever gave it to you, you failed because you couldn't do it without taking the life of another person. So you lose.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I did fail. And she turns and shoots the other one in the head that was laying there. Because the thing said to kill them all.
I think that Lucian can't even control it. I think that immediately his big black arm comes out, his big abyssal arm, and it just is around her throat.
Roll an attack.
This would be more of a grapple.
So
what I'm trying to go for here would be to grab her.
All right, go for it. Roll. What is it? Strength, opposing strengths, or what?
It's my athletics versus you can defend with acrobatics or athletics. Oh, okay. But I have to attack with athletics. But my athletics, I get to add my wisdom too because of my astral arms.
Wait, use instead of or add to? Because that's really cool.
I get to use in lieu of strength. My strength score is 0, so it's effectively using in lieu of.
Yeah. No, I was just curious.
So 18.
What happens when you meet? Who wins?
I don't know. I also don't get to look it up.
The defender.
I believe you remain in the same state.
It's a successful grapple because in 5e it's like a DC.
Oh, that's right.
And if you meet, I met the DC that you set of 18. Just like when you go to hit somebody, their armor class, if you hit it exactly, it's a hit. So this is the DC of it, I think, is how it works. But somebody can get it up and double check.
Well, let's do this then. So you grapple her by the neck, and
she grapples you by the neck
with her long, starry arms.
I'm 10 feet away, so she can't.
So this half-elf druid, who was kind of off to the side helping pull down, takes that item, and he kind of ticks it, tick, tick, and he's going to throw it in your direction. And that's where we're in the episode.
I just looked it up, and it says a skill contest when a tie means nothing changes.
Oh, okay.
The environment does not change.
Too late!
Well, do you want to rewind, Devin? Okay.
Here I go again, oh no! Hey everybody, thanks for listening to, this will be episode 29 of Lawful Stupid Podcast. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen, and this is the part where you can skip through if you don't care about listening to funny things. That being said, tell them all about the things we're doing, guys.
Hey, but before you skip ahead, some funny things, real quick. Roll for humanity. It's really important. You should do it. And hey, I've been telling you to tell me what your roles are. I realized that I was failing you when I asked you that. What I'm going to ask you to do now: tweet what you rolled and who you rolled it to. Make sure to tag them in the post so they get more exposure, so more people will do this thing. And use the hashtag #RollForHumanity. Then I'll see it and I'll be able to live another day. And also, you will share awareness and everything. It'll be really cool and awesome. So, hooray! What month is it, Devin?
It's still August. This should be the last one for Forest Fire Relief.
Forest Fire Relief. Here's my roll for you. Let's make it a good one. It's a 6.
It's more than a 1.
It's 5 more than 1. It's, by a multitude of 5, is it better than a 1?
All right. Excellent.
Hey, if you want to support the show, we've talked about all these other things you can do, but I'm going to talk about one we haven't talked about in a while, which is the KNG Express. And what that is there's a spot on our website. If you go under support us and select KNG Express, you can actually put your own message out on the show for a very nominal fee. So if you just want to go to the website, it's like $10 for a personal message. You can make one of the cast members read whatever you want, and we'll read it as like an ad. Well, I mean, you can't make Devin cuss. You can't make Shane say something nice about me. I mean, we do have baseline rules.
I love Dwayne like a brother, and he's incredibly smart and talented and funny. And sometimes I feel like I just get in his way, and I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best out here just to keep up with him. Now, my question is this, Dwayne.
Yeah.
What if I want a message to my fiance? I'm getting married. Congratulations to me. Mm-hmm. I want to send a message to my fiance who loves the show, but they actually hated Campaign 2 because that DM was bad. They only like Campaign 1 and Campaign 3, which are good. But they want a message read by Atlas. Can that happen? Can Devin still do the Atlas voice?
Oh, I think I can dig that up somewhere.
Oh, okay. Man, I kind of want people to go get some Express bottles right now just to kind of drudge up some of these old character
voices.
NPCs from Camp Fendel. Oh man, please don't nobody do Fendel. That makes do you want
they do the accountant from
Rail come and he'll just be like, hey.
No, the accountant from the fucking base.
Oh yes. What was it? Do it, Shane.
Yeah, where there's dude who's counting the money.
He was we loved him. I can't remember. We loved him though.
He was so good, and he died.
The guy that
he was okay. So it was in Campaign 2. We had to go collect our money.
He had no windows.
Right. Yeah, he had no windows. He was in the darkest room.
He was like a dragonborn. He had little glasses.
Yes. You kept pushing him.
Yes, you
and
found him.
Hitting your mic as you talked.
You found him.
Remember. Yep, that's it.
You found him. There he is.
Amazing.
There he is.
I've done it. Mom, are you proud of me?
Yep, the accountant from Campaign 2. That is.
Did we ever do my mom's? Did you do my mom's message in a bottle, Devin?
Yes, yeah, we did. For your birthday?
Yeah, so I hope somebody other than my mom.
It was birthday. It was a threefold.
Zebra did one.
Birthday, promotion, right? And retirement.
Yeah, I did a lot of cool stuff, didn't I?
You lived. Good job.
Yeah.
I did it. Another day, thanks to those rolls for humanity.
To be fair, one of those was your mom's achievement.
It's true. So. She was really just kind of putting herself out there.
2 now. The first one, thanks. Appreciate that. That was all her. The second one was when she saved my life by doing a message in the bottle, so I was able to eat.
There you go.
I don't think we even took her money. We were like, no, it's fine. We love you.
I think you're right. No, she forced it upon us. I could not tell her.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like her. She's a good lady.
She's great.
She's a good gal, my mom.
Yeah. On that note, did you hear all the interesting character names this episode? I'm sure you know a few of them if you're on the Discord. If not, you should join our Lawful Stupid Discord at discord.lawfulstupid.org, because if you've been around for quite some time, your name might get actually put into the show. How exciting.
If you just stick around long enough, you too can cast 12th level spells.
Yeah.
If you just like, it's a waiting game. Like if you just stick around for long enough, eventually it will be Devin's turn to DM, and he will shine his light upon you. And you will become so OP that you
don't want to be an NPC in campaign 1 or 2.
No, until you'll just die miserably or never get a chance.
You'll get a character
because a fucking spear through you or a lance through you.
Oh
yeah, but you'll walk away. That's the thing about in Dwayne's campaign, you walk away. In Shane's campaign, nobody walks away because everybody slays.
And in Devin's campaign, you walk on water.
And in Devin's campaign, you cast the 12th level spell Train Repair.
It's just a buff
Magical
mending. It's a buff mending.
Cloud.
It's just a large scale mending.
Can I cast mending at a 5th level?
Are you a $50 patron forever and ever? No.
I've given this show my lifeblood.
Not good enough.
And countless dollars.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
A good news story, Devin?
Yes, I do have a news story. It is...
Hey, wait, real quick!
You gonna talk about the Cook Show?
All right, what's up? What you got going on?
Oh, not much. Streaming. Cooking it up. Cooking up. Had a little cooking show. It was really good.
Yeah,
what are you cooking?
I cooked salmon with carrot puree and
potato candy.
And potato candy.
But you didn't show anyone the potato candy. Now we want more potato candy.
He did.
They said you did, and they're terrible friends.
They were mad at it. I was like, no. I actually caught the VOD. I didn't see it live because I'm an asshole. But because I was having a Cats in the Cradle moment with my dad. It was pretty sick. We high-fived. But potato candy, yeah. So you want to know more about potato candy? Where are they going?
They're going to twitch.chefarctic.
Hell yeah.
We will add that link also in our show notes.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
So you can just click on through and get you some potato candy.
Good news story for today. The Wizard of Paws fits prosthetics for any animal. On the cover is a dog with a rear back leg and a fox with 2 front robotic legs. Go ahead, do your worst, terrible people.
Oh,
starts with A.
It's the softball. It's not that terrible. It's the Wizard of Paws. Obviously, there's a guy behind the screen getting all the money from all of this. It's not a nice deed at all.
Okay, I like where you're headed.
Cool. What they don't tell you is Mr. Wizard of Paws. Well, yeah, he's got cool Cybertronic, amputee bullshit for these pets. Also, he built his fucking thing on the pet cemetery. These are zombie devil animals now with robot parts. The end is coming.
Hey, everybody, I want to do a quick real thing where I'm gonna recede out of my stage persona before I say the horrible things.
Don't fall for it. He's not
no, I really
don't fall for it,
First of all, animals are the only thing God did right. People, if you have human DNA, you missed the mark, frankly. You could have been great. I love animals and nothing makes me happier. And it's very sad and I don't want it to happen, but I do get a sense of great joy when I see a 3-legged dog with a robot arm or a little wheel. I'm just like, oh fuck, that's so, I love him so much. He's so cute. But that being said, The Wizard of Oz? Are you kidding me? What's that mean? The wicked bitch of the West? Ring a bell? That's a female dog, motherfuckers. Listen up. She was a witch, bro? And her sister? What was she? A fucking fairy, bro. You're gonna look me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong, bro? Really, bro? Wake up, sheeple.
The throwback.
It's weird, Wizard of Oz. Anyways.
Get down in the bubble, dog.
Hey, everybody. We thank you for sticking around. If you did it, congratulations. Anyways, as we always in the episode, we like to say we love you.
Whoa. Wait.
Boss Lamb, go ahead.
When we threw Miss B off the train for a brief moment, Miss B, a random bandit to be murdered coldly later, and our boy, sucrose, not sucrose, that's sugar. What is it?
Surtac.
Battle allergies.
It's so close. I was finding it. Surtac, our boy Surtac. They all came down in a bubble, bro. They were all Glinda the Goods. They were for a moment, for one shining, beautiful moment, they came in a bubble of light.
And William is cackling as he shoots fire from his
He
hands.
lost his clothes.
One of those fucking flaming monkeys.
And Lucian is just like, a fucking lawn dart, just buried up to his hips, face first in the ground, sticking out. Look
Look at that scat ostrich.
And look at that scat out. Frightened ostrich, afraid of light, hides his head in the dark. It's called symbolism. Look it up. I'm building the deepest characters you would never understand.
Look it up,
We
sheeple.
love you. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.